Welcome back to Back to the Future, Episode 1, Episode 2. Alright, so last we start over. This is Stormcrow from Stern Grenadier. Welcome back to the Future, Episode 1, Part 2. And we're getting ready to figure out what's going to happen next.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
I bet it's in the notebook.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. Nah. I don't think so.
Alright,
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Just click on the same
Once
thing.
I know when to look for Doc.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else. We can exit the vehicle.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff. This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
That's fucking great. I'm doing this blind, so I do not know what to do. I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to figure it out. You guys in the comments probably already know what I'm supposed to do. It's probably something to do with the shoe. Let's show the shoe to Einstein.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Huzzah! Okay, their town is kind of a ghetto for the 80s.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
I see you sneaking into that liquor
That scared the hell out of me.
young man.
What the hell? I always like to explore all the options before I go for the obvious one. Because you never know what you're going to find.
I guess there's time for a quick game.
Really? Really?
Okay, now I'm ready. It's locked.
That's why. Let's take Einstein, then we'll check the buzzer.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
He's quite observant.
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes.
Kinda mean.
What's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
What's up?
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
That's not creepy.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
Probably hard candy.
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Interesting.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Now's your time, bitches. Let's take some
Candy
candy.
looks older than I am. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
I have an idea.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal! There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall. Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph
I think it would be
ever
more than
published.
that.
Get out! Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Why do you need all these newspapers? Isn't that the library's job?
Libraries. Blech. Have you seen the smut they keep in their magazine racks?
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
Really?
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of
Lord, this
hooligans
woman.
and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself.
Any idea?
Well, obvious.
Alright, so we have
Don't let me
some...
keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Send her back to the tea and look the newspapers again.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business.
She's crazy.
The whistle! Surely the water's
Lord.
boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Alright, well, that's at the just over 20-minute mark. We're going to call this for the end of part 2, Back to the Future episode 1. This is Stormcrow from Storm Grenadier, signing off, and we'll see you next time.